Unfortunately, the first attempt at getting rid of the buzzing, rattling noise I was hearing, typically I hear it when I kind of take off from a stop, first gear, right around 1500 RPM. I get just a real short, quick kind of noise. Anyway, it's not exactly how it sounds. But I can't get it on video very well. Anyway, putting the Velcro around that little protector for the cable harness didn't quite take care of it, and the Velcro on the back of that box really didn't do much. So I went ahead got on Amazon and ordered some of this I don't even know how to say it, Noco. No. Anyway, it's automotive sound deadening material, 10 square feet of 80 mil thick. The stuff is only 20 bucks for 10 square feet, and it comes in single sheets, so this one sheet should be enough to cover that panel and help dampen it out. Like I said in the other video, when I took that control box off and gave the panel a couple taps, it definitely has a distinct resonance to it. It's a really thin panel and it doesn't have any tie down points, so it's just left there to vibrate. So this should help dampen out any of those vibrations. So we're gonna go ahead and pull the lining back. And again, all that is to make life easier, I unscrew these four little, I think they're for like a tie down, like a factory net, but they hold in this plastic panel. They just unscrew them by hand and then pop this panel out. Take off the one tree rivet there, or tree pop there, and you can get this liner out. So we're gonna go ahead and get all that out and start looking at putting the sound deadening material in. So I got this control module removed, and what I noticed, and I didn't notice it before, was that the entire unit is resting on the base of this inside nut, not this guy on the outside. This is the nut that I'm rotating right now, is one that locks in the panel. But the whole unit rests on these two nuts on the ears. And there's this little plastic, you can see I put the sound deadener around it, but there's a little plastic ridge in the middle. But that ridge actually wasn't even to the height of those nuts. So this thing was literally just suspended by these two parts. So what I ended up doing was stacking up 3 layers of the 80 mil sound deadener. You can see it just barely gets past the end of that nut. So it should allow me to compress this whole unit up against the panel and avoid it from vibrating. So this thing was just literally sitting there, probably rocking back and forth, kind of like this. So that's the first step. I think that'll help. Definitely added some weight to this thing, which is a little unfortunate, but it takes 3 of these 80 mils. So I definitely recommend getting the 80 mil stuff. There's 50 mil stuff out there, but this will save you a little bit of time. What you do when you put this on, I don't have a roller handy, but you can just do it with your finger. You get all these little diamonds pretty much flat. So this is how they look before you start pushing on them. And when they flatten out, you know that you have this particular type of sound deadener stuck pretty good. So now we're gonna go ahead and just throw a layer on the actual panel on the inside right here. And these are the mounting holes for that box. And I'm just gonna leave those exposed, leave enough area around them, pretty much just area of that diameter. So that's what it Q-ways through. So I can put the box back on, and hopefully that should take care of it. If not, there's really not much else I can do. So I'll give that a shot. I may run a little up onto that panel that's spot welded on as well. So I have all the sound deadener laid up in here. Kind of push it down. It's just a big, what's this, 1 1/8" socket. When you're going to seat the stuff right here, get your hand back behind it, because it's a bit flexible piece. So if you push on it hard enough, you'll probably end up bending it. So yeah, it's all on there. This thing is dead to the world now. It's great. Hear a little bit of noise coming from this, but I don't think that was the culprit in the first place. There's not much more I can do with this thing. I could try to feel what kind of clip this has on the back. It could try to pop this clip, I guess, but I can't even tell what kind of clip it is. But I think this will
this sound deadener will do it. And I really don't want to put much more time into it, so if this doesn't get it, then I think I'm just going to have to live with it. But when I had that box off before, you could just hear this thing kind of making a springy vibration noise. It's just not there anymore. So the most you can get is just a little bit of rattle from this guy. And I don't think that's what's causing the noise. I think it's that vibration from that little box on there. So yeah, so if you're hearing kind of a springy metal vibration noise, this may be the culprit. I will report back, let you know if this sound deadening solved it. I hope so, because it's a little bit of work. Anyway, yeah, we'll report back in a couple days. Here's a view of the actual controller bolted back on. You can see the sound deadener under it. Got smushed up pretty good against that panel, so hopefully this will do the trick. And that's it all wrapped up. So this doesn't look too bad, and hopefully it'll do the trick and get rid of that buzzing noise.